Hermanos de Soundcheck, nos encontramos en un momento de lujo, un gran proyecto, un supergrupo, tiene un material discográfico que vale mucho la pena. Para mí es un placer poder platicar con The Dead Weathers. First of all, it's an honor to talk with you. Thank you very much for your time in this interview. Congratulations because of the album.
Thank you for having us.
No, you're welcome. Now, the first question about this album, what could be the most important thing that this album has given to you as a human being?
Better friendship with LJ, here, for one. What about you?
Oh, I've just had a really great time hanging out with the three of them. It's been a really fun year. Great. Yeah, I like LJ.
So is the chemistry is, I think, is really important to the idea of start doing this album.
I think so. It was everybody's love for the blues, I think, is the groundwork, is the foundation of the band. We're all friends from a long time ago, too, so I think when you work with other musicians at times you go on tour with or involved in different projects, you see something in them that I'd like to work with that person one day. Maybe that day will never come.
Now, tell us a little bit, how was the day, the first jam session that you four have together doing this album? How was the first experience?
Well, we got a lot done. I know. Actually, you can. Allison learned about a new instrument called the guitargan, which she probably hasn't thought of in a long time, but I think she needed to be reminded of. So that was really great. And then we started a few new songs. And Will There Be Enough Water? And Cut Like a Buffalo. I think we're both done on that. The very first 24 hours we were a band, and it was enough for us to want to get together again and finish an entire record.
Awesome. Now, Alison, I know that you wrote or co-wrote most of the songs in this album. Tell us a little bit the experience. What do you want to express with the lyrics?
Co-wrote is just a legal term. She can tell you more about it.
Thanks, Jack. Yeah, I wrote most of the lyrics. I don't know. I think it's important every time you do art or music that you kind of find some side of yourself or release some sort of thing that maybe you're not allowed to show in public or do in real life. I guess that's what art's for. I don't know. I didn't have a plan of what I wanted to talk about.
Cool. Now, I Cut Like a Buffalo. There is you did the lyrics, you direct the video. Do you already have the idea of the visuals when you were creating the songs? Or it was later than you say, okay, I'm going to direct that particular song?
No, I think that what I directed in the video is none of the visuals I've had when I was writing the song. I purposely stayed away from that. It's too easy to sort of be literal about it. And sometimes you have to with certain songs when you make videos. Sometimes you have to be literal. It's the only option you have to really convey anything. And sometimes it's good to go in a different direction. But I was happy to finally do that.
Awesome. Now, talking about the idea of start doing a new band. I have a lot of friends that have bands, and when they start a new project, they say like, "Oh, we don't have time. It's so much harder to do it." But you have the example that you have probably 3 or more projects, each one of you, and you're still doing it. What do you think that is the key to be able to do that?
One thing is to not caring as much. I think if you do have a sort of thing, if you have a hit project, it's usually a really bad move to go away from it and go anywhere in any direction away from keep trying to regurgitate that same product that people want from you, and it's bad business. So everyone around you would discourage you from doing that usually, and usually it is bad business, but I think that from the get-go, when I started the White Stripes, I was already into other bands when I was in that the early days of the White Stripes. So I'm used to being in a lot of projects. I don't know. I don't get anything from sitting still for very long. I don't get anything from that. I don't feel like I'm alive, So that's what leads to those things, I guess.
Cool. Now, I would like to ask you one question to each one of you. Jack, I want to ask you, is there any possibility that the Greenhorns do something again soon?
Yeah, well, we have a finished record. that's been mastered, and just trying to wait for the right time to put it out. So you'll be hearing hopefully more from us.
Awesome. Now, Dean, I know that you released your solo project, Hello Fire. Yeah, that's tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it was a record that was recorded pretty much on days off that I had from touring over the last couple of years, and with different musicians, whoever was available and felt like working on music for the day. And I don't have any real plans for it other than it's going to be made available. Dead Weather are going to be pretty busy for a while, and I'm loving doing this too much. I really wouldn't want to be doing anything else right now. And then, the nearest thing after that would probably be another Queens of the Stone Age record.
Yeah,
but
the sixth, right? Yeah.
I would imagine that's a little ways off yet. Josh is going to be pretty busy with them Crooked Vultures for a bit too. So, we'll see. I'm kind of like Jack. I don't like having a lot of free time. So
okay, cool. Now, Jack, it might get loud. I mean, a great exercise. What's the biggest lesson about that reunion? Jimmy Page, The Age, yourself, great music players.
One of the lessons I thought was interesting is just no matter what era or what age or what location on the planet, whether it's Ireland or Britain or United States, that the blues can permeate all these people and everyone can have a love for it, and they can go in a million different directions. The pop of U2 or the dirty rock of Led Zeppelin or whatever. That the blues is still the main element and the foundation of all that music. So that's I was happy to see that exemplified in the film.
And Fly Farm Blues, do you have do you want to release a solo album to put that song in?
Maybe one day. I think that I put my efforts into a lot of other things that kind of keep my name away from it. Like directing this Buffalo video. I mean, I've directed a lot of things in the past, but I didn't really put my name on it because it's just I didn't want it to come off as egotistical or something like that, or control freaky or whatever. But I think maybe that's kept me from making a solo record. I've never done it. It's the one thing I've never done musically in all these projects, and I guess it's eventually going to happen.
Would be great if that happened, for
Thanks,
sure.
Thanks.
Now, Alison, I know that you have a collaboration with a song of Arctic Monkeys, Fire and Thud. Tell us a little bit the experience.
Well, Alex just called me and said, "Do you want to sing this song?" And he sent me the lyrics, and I went into the studio, and it took an hour, and that was it. Yep.
I think that, tell me if it's true or not, most of the greatest part of music in history, it just happened that way. Like you don't think that much about it, right?
It should be. You should aim for that. You should aim for the spontaneous and for the live and for the real romantic moments to occur on tape, if you can. I mean, it's not always going to happen, but I think the moments that we love the most over the years, the Green Onions, the Louie Louies, and the punk records and the blues records, they just happened. They weren't overdubbed and overproduced and spent 9 months on. They were moments in time that were captured on tape, and we're lucky to have them. So if that can ever occur, I mean, most of this album, Whorehound, was recorded live, and it doesn't always work when you record live, but at times you find something really special that nobody else can duplicate with Pro Tools. Awesome.
Well, thank you very much. It's a really honor to talk with each one of you. A great project. Por ahí consigan el material discográfico de The Dead Wetters. La neta, gran banda. Hermanos, esto ya se acabó. Esto fue Soundcheck. Hay que les sea leve. Chao.